Ladies, when a man can't face what he's done to you, he will make you the villain in his story, and he will go around to everybody telling you how you are the villain. And at the end of the day, it is because they make up this false reality in their mind because they don't want to live with the guilt of what they did to you. I told you, my ex, he called the cops on me and he cheated on me. Then he came back wanting to propose to me and be with me and cried his little eyes out. And the fact that I said no, now he's going around town telling everybody how I'm the villain in the story. And I really don't care, because at the end of the day, the reality of it is that the data and the history of his behavior has a track record. He cheated on his ex with her own aunt and self-sabotaged that relationship. Then he's with me and he, cheats on me and calls the cops on me. So at the end of the day, I don't care what false narrative he's going around. At the end of the day, men will create a false narrative that you are the villain in the story because they can't live with the reality and the guilt of what they did to you, about how they left you in pain and how they left you in hurt. Because at the end of the day, they can't live with the fact that they did you dirty.
I know some of you have been there, dealing with situations where you're just trying to heal, but instead of taking accountability for their actions, they like to twist the story. Suddenly, you're the problem, the one who caused all the issues. Of course, it's not true, but because they can't own up to what they've done. It's so crazy how when people can't face the truth about how they treated you, they'll rewrite the narrative to protect their own ego. They'll tell anyone who will listen how you were the one who wronged them. And honestly, it's exhausting. Constantly being blamed for their behavior, especially when all you wanted for them is to take responsibility. And this isn't about holding grudges or being bitter. It's about the frustration that comes with knowing that your truth and having someone else paint a completely different picture because they can't handle the guilt. You know what? Just let them. Because at the end of the day, the truth will always find its way out. Every single time. You know that you're not the villain in this story. They might need you to be that for their own peace of mind. But that doesn't make it real. Don't internalize their projections. Keep standing in your truth no matter how uncomfortable it makes them. So if you went through this, just know you're not alone. I've been through this as well, like multiple times. I love to hear your stories in the comments if you care to share, how you've dealt with being unfairly blamed or painted as the villain in somebody else's story. Let's start a conversation and, because our stories do deserve to be heard. So if you feel comfortable enough, share your story and don't allow them to silence you, and paint a different narrative. You don't have to do the back and forth, but you have to stand in your truth. And like I said before, it'll come out later.